Hey, I'm Seb, also known as Ipsy, and I'm a music producer and DJ based in New Zealand. Then once I got into producing, it was like, okay, this is something I can do completely on my own. And I had a couple bands, or just one band, where it was like, I feel like some people weren't completely interested in doing music as a career, whereas I always wanted to. And then I realized, oh, I can do it on my own, like completely on my own. So, like once I had my laptop, once I had all the software and I could make all this music on my own, I realized I really want to do this for a job. And like, I mean, keep working at it, and that's just my passion. So, I mean, being unique with your art or your craft is what's going to stand out, obviously. So, if you're yeah, I think if you need to pave your own lane, and you need to do things your own way, have your own sound, because that's what's going to get noticed. I mean, you can't be copying what people are already doing, because I would guess the people you're copying are bigger than you. So why would they listen to yours when they can listen to someone who everyone knows? So I think, yeah, it's really important to, I mean, and there's so much good music that's like really unique, especially on SoundCloud, which I don't think is as popular as it used to be, but yeah, it's definitely really important to me to have my own lane and kind of have my trademark on my music, so you hear it and you go, oh, it's an Ipsy track. Yeah. I recently dropped a remix of Hollywood Angel, a Saatchi song. Saatchi, great dudes, awesome music. The original's better than mine. What I've done, I made a little synth here. This is a synth by itself, the wub sound. There's a combination of things, so this is just an Ableton piano. Which I've just used a filter on, with a bass here. And that combined with the Hollywood Angel vocal, which I've chopped up for the drop. That mixed with a whole bunch of drums gives the song a lot of swing. I mean, I've had studio sessions sometimes, and there's so much you can learn from even just watching people work. So I would say a good piece of advice I got was listen to it quieter, which is like really good advice. Especially when you're mixing a track, you have it lower volume, you can kind of get it all together a lot better. Something I've noticed I'm working with a lot of people, like trying to get in contact with as many people, but a good friend of mine, he's kind of introduced me to the idea of keeping things, especially when you've got a vocalist, keeping things a bit more simple, and like having it so there's space for a vocalist or something to go on top of the beat. Because a lot of the time with my stuff it can be a lot going on in terms of samples and sounds. But recently, yeah, I've really kind of got that to a point where it's like I'm using a lot of creative sounds, but I'm like also leaving room for a singer or like a melody over top or something. And I think structure as well is something, I mean, that's been really important to me. It's something I've learned just recently as well, like good structure and playing with structure in songs is really cool.
Baby, just take your time.
Just hit a button, Morty, give me a beat.
Hey.
Come on, man, okay, alright.
I think I need to take my time, don't hold me to a secret. Up all night, it's hard to catch me sleeping. Lost my mind, I'm living for the weekend. Take my hand and jump. I think I need to take my time, don't hold me to a secret. Up all night, it's hard to catch me sleeping. Lost my mind, I'm living for the weekend. Take my hand and jump. I think I need a holiday. Cold nights and cold shoulders. Fuck that, two caps, FC bring my beat back. It's hard to catch me sleep. Y'all fuck that, two caps, FC bring my beat back. 3 stacks, 5 racks, where you think my week's at? Watch your mouth, I know the place you sleep at. 5 a.m. y'all where
I try not to stick to a genre. I mean, I like all sorts of BPMs and all sorts of beats, so some of my stuff can be like housey, some can be quite trappy, like halftime, and then some's like really slow, really fast. But I think, yeah, in terms of genre, I think it's important not to limit yourself to one genre. I think as a producer, it can be really easy to like stick into one lane, and like you might make some stuff, and people are like, oh, we really like that, and it can get to a point where you're making so much, it's like, I want to change. And I think as a producer, you should allow yourself to make more than just like one genre. Like, keep your sound and the sounds you like, but maybe try and push your genre, like push the genre of your music so it can be like housey or a little bit faster or slower. So yeah. I'd say at first just make sure you're having fun and enjoying yourself. I mean, that's the most important part, that when you get caught up in the industry, it can be really easy to forget like actually just enjoying yourself and having a good time. So I think the first thing is like learn the software, learn how it all works, and you know, get really good at it. I mean, do whatever you want. Like at first, I mean, when you come out, there's no limitations, and you should try and stay that way for as long as you can, I think. And yeah, I think it's really important to just make what you like listening to, use the sounds you want to use the whatever you like, and just make sure you're loving the music before anyone else does, I think is really important. At this point, I want to get more music out. This year I want to really head into Spotify and get my music out, so it can be like, because I mean, not many people listen to SoundCloud, just say average people. I want to work with a lot more singers, rappers, and get hopefully an EP. I really want to get some music out this year, a couple singles, and I just want people to hear it, and I want to be able to share my passion with other people, and hope that they really like my sound and can sort of, you know, have a good time. Yeah.